Vaudeville was a city of high stakes and low morals where vice and...
Yeah, I'm not listening to that. I think you interview people to solve a murder. Supposedly uses all the latest AI and everything to make this work. You just pick anywhere? Yeah, I picked the police station. Hold right mouse button to look around. Well, this is awkward. I just said that out loud and you heard me. You can see in the bottom right, it picks up everything I said. This game is making my computer lag very badly.
Oh dear, that's not good at all. We don't want any trouble, do we?
No, thank you for understanding the severity of the situation. There's no settings. I guess this game's just gonna lag like shit. Maybe a different location will lag less. This seems to lag a little bit less. Oh yeah, this is a lot better. Marginally.
You know,
who is this?
Sometimes I feel like a mushroom in a forest. Not quite sure if I'm a fungus or a plant.
What a typical old person that doesn't shut up.
I can certainly listen and provide a different perspective if that would be helpful. The Blackwoods have taught me a lot about compassion and understanding.
Suck my cock.
I'm sorry. That's not something I can help you with.
Then why am I here? This is a shitty grocery store. Who is this guy? This is a fucking balding Oompa Loompa?
I cannot answer your question.
He sounds like an Oompa Loompa. Where'd you find this Oompa Loompa, ma'am? Olympia. Yes. Oompa ma'am. Yeah, we're doing a lot of great frickin' talking here.
Yes. The Great Exhibition of 1865. Such a grand event.
That was a grand event.
It's over now.
Titillating. Hey, can you sit on my face?
I'm sorry, but that is an inappropriate and disrespectful request.
I thought we were on that level,
and focus on more appropriate topics.
I don't know why else you're having me eat mushroom risotto.
It makes the joys in life all the more.
Alright, you're hot, but your conversations are boring. Circus Sax Bar. Press F1 to...
This is the one and only, the great and
what did that say?
Monsieur Saxabar.
It said F1. What does F1 do? Navigate. Go to the police station and ask Detective Martin about the murders. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do.
Well,
wait, I'm Detective Martini.
2 heads are better than 1. But, on the other hand, too many cooks spoil the broth. I don't want to get in the way or anything.
How am I supposed to ask Detective Martini about the murders? I'm Detective Martini.
Oh, well, that's very nice to meet you, Detective. You seem like a real pro at this. It's always darkest before the dawn, they always say.
This is Chief Gretzky? Wayne Gretzky's dad? Cousin? Brother? Are you related to Wayne Gretzky?
No, I'm not related to Wayne.
Oh.
But what does he have to do with our current situation?
Absolutely nothing, but can we not have friendly conversation? What case? Station. Yeah, station. Station. It actually picked up that I was having urgency.
I'll show you. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I should be the one showing you the station. I'm just a small fish in a big pond.
Okay, I need to know about the murders. What about the murders? We're actually gonna play the objective. What kind of pants you wearing? Dude, you got like a freaking foot-long crotch. Is that normal? That's not normal.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you're asking there.
Why are your pants up so high?
My personal life, and besides, we're here to solve a case, they always tell me, but maybe it's time for a change. Anyway, let's get back to the case. Why do you
speak in old wives' tales? Hey, can you tell me about some murders? Show me maps of murders.
I'm not sure if this will help, but it's worth a shot, right? A stitch in time saves 9, as they say. But then
stop talking in riddles, dude! Can you not? Hey, I'm talking, game. I'm talking. Hey, why do you always speak in riddles?
I'm sorry if my way of speaking comes across as confusing or frustrating, Detective.
Just cut the bullshit.
My brain feels like a bird in a cage, you know?
No, stop. You just did it a fucking again. Stop talking in analogies.
It's like a rolling stone gathers no moss.
Dude, Constable Jones. 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 Shut the fuck up and stop talking if you're gonna speak in analogies.
I do not have the answer to your question.
Either I'm gonna ask you how big your dick is, or you tell me about these murders.
Well, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
Ah!
But then again...
Well, we found out nothing. We're just gonna have to go ask people about murders at the country club. Yes, my number one lead is this lady named Michelle. She is white, has white hair, and big Botox red lips. Do you know anyone matching that description?
That's a very specific description, but it sounds like you're describing me. However, I'm not sure why you would consider me a suspect.
What if I'm right
What
off the
evidence
bat?
do you have?
Oh, this person might know something. Tell me about the bodies. Can we turn the lights on in here?
Nicola Grossman, Haley Greenwood, and Maria Jansen all presented different injuries and causes of death. Nicola Grossman was killed by a hit on the back of the neck with a butcher's knife, while Haley Greenwood was hit several times in the head with a blunt object, probably a stiletto shoe. Maria Jansen, on the other hand, was killed brutally with bite marks all over her body, especially on the arms. One of the forearms bones was fractured by the strength of the bite.
An arm is a long way from the heart. I don't know how that kills you.
True that heart attacks can be fatal. In this case, none of our victims seem to have died from a heart attack. It is important to consider all of their other wounds and factors that could have contributed to their deaths. With proper analysis, we can determine a more accurate cause of their respective passings.
Do you think the same person killed them all?
It's hard to say for sure, but the modus operandi of the three murders is very different.
Well, this is the first information we've got that's relevant to the game, so we're gonna leave her alone for a little bit. Hello, Coral.
Oh, sorry. My name is actually Ingrid. But I love this place. It's
hello,
so lively
Ingrid.
and fun.
Do you like killing people?
I'm sorry, but I think you may have misunderstood my personality.
Hey,
I
I
am not
don't know
someone
what
who
you do.
condones or enjoys violence of any kind.
Why aren't you wearing shoes?
Oh, you noticed. I actually love dancing so much that I prefer to be barefoot whenever possible. It helps me feel more connected to the music and the rhythm, you know? Is there something else you wanted to know?
Can I suck on your toes? Well, that's
Excuse
the
me,
statement.
that is a completely inappropriate and disrespectful thing to say.
we asked. The game
As a
heard
young
me
woman,
wrong.
It's important for me to be treated with respect and dignity, and that includes not being objectified or talked to in a vulgar manner.
Well,
Please
I'm sure.
refrain from making inappropriate comments like that in the future.
But I'd be a gentleman if you actually did want your toes sucked.
Martini, let's change the topic. While
Okay.
it's nice to hear that you would consider yourself a gentleman, it's not appropriate to make those kinds of suggestive and uncomfortable remarks towards me. Instead, let's focus on something positive.
Okay.
For instance,
I
you
have
heard
something
about the
positive.
local dance scene here in vaudeville?
I got
amazing.
something positive for you.
There are so many
I have
talented
something
performers and
positive.
musicians, and the energy in the room
Oh
is
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
electric.
yeah, 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 yeah. Why don't you just
Maybe we could
control
go
the
check out a show
conversation
together
completely?
sometime. What about you, detective? What are some of your biggest passions? Ah, I love
A
traveling.
trip?
There's nothing
I didn't
quite like
say that.
experiencing new and see all the amazing sights this planet has to offer. Where would you like to go on your next trip, detective?
Your asshole.
I do not have the answer to your question.
That wasn't a question. That was a statement. That's where I want to go on my next trip.
Wow, a trip to the beach sounds like so much fun. I've always loved being by the water and...
It's time to talk to someone else. I don't know who, though. We've talked to everybody already, and we have absolutely nothing when it comes to... Wait, what about this place? Did we go here? Oh, that's right. It's you. I hate you. Oh, whoa, there's another person here. Hey, did you murder somebody, Biagio?
I must say, your choice of words is as curious as a cat in a cage.
No, you must be related to
To answer your
motherfucking
question,
Constable
I have
Jones.
thought-
You and Constable Jones, I think, murdered these people because you talk the same way.
Now, my friend, don't go putting 2 and 2 together and getting 5. Just because we speak the same language doesn't mean we're in cahoots. It's like comparing apples to oranges. We may share some similarities, but we're not the same fruit basket.
I think you're a fruit basket, though, and that's why I think you and Officer Jones got something going on.
You're as blind as a bat if you think otherwise.
How do you know,
So why
Constable
don't you put a
Jones?
sock in it and go bark up another tree?
Hey, you don't gotta be a dickhead. How do you know Constable Jones?
I am not comfortable answering your question.
I think they are going to Ram Ranch together and also murdering people.
What? That's a serious accusation, Detective.
Yeah, I have
Can you
reason.
provide any evidence or reasons why you think that?
Because they are gay.
That's an interesting observation, but how does that relate to the murders?
Gay equals
Can you provide
murderer.
more information or details about your theory? Sorry, Detective Martini, but it doesn't make sense to link someone's sexuality to their propensity for murder. Can we please focus on the case and stick to the facts?
Well, that's as
On a
most
different note,
evidence.
you
Literally
mentioned
the
earlier
only
that
thing
you have
I've
some
figured out in
questions
this
for
game
me.
so far is that
There's
Constable
something
Jones
specific
and
you'd like to ask
Biagio
about.
are having some sort of relationship, and since that's the only thing I figured out, I'm just going to say that they are the murderers.
Interesting theory, Detective.
Hey, she's not turning
However,
it down.
we need to have hard evidence and solid proof before we can make any accusations.
How do I get
Have you
proof? Hey, Constable Jones, what do you know about Biagio?
Well, you know, all that glitters is not gold, and appearances can be deceiving, and all that jazz. I don't know much about Biagio, but I have a hunch that he might be up to something fishy. Or maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree.
Why do you say the same thing as him?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to say the same thing. I'm not very good at this detective work, you see. I'm trying my best to help Chief Greatsky, but sometimes my mind goes blank and all I can think of are these cliches. Maybe I should read more books on detective work.
Are you in a relationship with Biagio?
Oh, no. You're barking up the wrong tree, my dear sir. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Biagio and I don't have that kind of relationship. We're just acquaintances, that's all. And even if we were more than that, love is a many splendor thing, you know. But really, there's nothing between us.
Are you catching a worm in your mouth?
I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. I have a tendency to lose my train of thought.
Oh boy. Gretzky, what do you think of Biagio and Constable Jones?
Biagio and Constable Jones, huh? What about them? Are they working on the case?
I think they're working on a case, but not maybe the case you're thinking of. I think they're investigating each other's assholes.
That's quite an accusation.
I know.
Is there a reason you think that? Have you seen something that would suggest that?
Yes.
Can you
Okay, this
clarify what you
conversation's
were
going nowhere.
referring to when you mentioned the investigation of each other's assholes?
You said asshole. I have not figured out a damn thing, and I don't even know how long I've been playing this game anymore.
Oh, that sounds frustrating.
Yeah.
You've been working on this case for a while now, haven't you?
Yeah, can you
Can
just tell me
a
the
little bit
answer?
about what you've discovered so far? Maybe we can work together to figure out who the murderer is.
Honestly, I just accused a couple guys of being gay, and that's about it.
I see. Accusing someone of being gay without evidence is not a productive line of inquiry.
I had evidence.
Detective,
I didn't
we need
say
to
I
focus
didn't
on
have
the facts
evidence.
and evidence that we have.
Where's the
Have you
evidence?
talked to anyone else who might have information on the case?
I have no idea who would have information.
Well, have you tried talking to the other people who were on the India expedition with the victims?
Wow, this is news to
They
me.
may
I
have
didn't
some
know they're
insight
on an
into the
India
situation.
expedition. Did you go on an India expedition?
I have no knowledge of any India expedition.
I haven't figured out a goddamn thing. This game, you know, I'm very close to calling it quits on this one. Do you have any animals?
Yes, I have lions.
One of the victims was killed by a lion.
Well, that's not my problem.
Well, it is if you have the only lions in town and they were killed by a lion.
I have no involvement in the deaths, and my lions were kept in their cages during the time of the attacks.
How do you know when the attacks were?
The media has been talking about the killings for weeks.
Can I check the poop of your lions?
Absolutely not,
Why?
because you have no right to do so.
I have a search warrant.
You will not find anything incriminating.
Okay, I'm gonna go look. Oh my god, there's a human finger in the poop of your lion. Of your
Impossible.
lion.
It's highly unlikely, Detective. Lion excrement is comprised of animal remains, bones, fur, and so on. It's not possible for a human finger to be found in it.
It's
Perhaps
the
you're mistaken or
bones.
confused.
It's the bones of a human finger.
I'm sorry, but I find that hard to believe. All the evidence points to the fact that this is a setup. It's a simple deduction, Detective. Someone is trying to frame me.
Do you think it could be Biagio?
No, Biagio is a loyal employee. He would never betray me.
Oh, he's an employee of yours, so he has access to the lions? Is one of your businesses killing people?
Well, bless your heart. That's quite an accusation you're making there. But I'm as innocent as a newborn babe in this whole affair. I know as much about killing people as a cow knows about playing the piano. So if you're looking for a scapegoat, you might want to look elsewhere.
I happen to know a cow that plays the piano very well. Yeah, I can't talk to you any longer. You call my bluff. Alright, I'm done with this game. I hate it. Oh, wait. Oh, I can accuse somebody?
So, tell us, Detective Martini.
Oh!
Who is the culprit?
I didn't even talk to this guy. I didn't talk to half of these people. It's Biagio.
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why?
Why was Haley Greenwood killed? They were business rivals. That's a good one. Who killed Maria Jansen? We're just gonna blame Biagio every time.
Choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
They were business rivals. And then Biagio again.
Are you sure, Detective Martini?
By accident.
And why? Detective Martini, this is complete nonsense.
I wasn't right. I'm done with this game.